What's up everybody, Unrested here, and currently I'd like to just say thank you to everyone who has joined the Unrest team and who has joined JVLoggers.com and is posting on the forums. Guys, it's really starting to take on a life of its own. I'm not having to jump in there every day to make sure conversations keep going. I'm starting to see them flow and snowball by themselves. That is awesome. Continue to spread the word, get your friends involved, and let's make it a growing community in which we can constantly interact with each other and help improve this small JVlogger community. Anyway, that aside, I wanted to go ahead and talk about something a little bit different today. Today is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. I am 35 years old as of today. That wasn't what I wanted to talk about, but I just thought I would mention that in passing. I want to talk about a trip that I am planning November 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. It's not actually me planning it. It's a friend who I contacted on Facebook, and we are planning a trip to an island known as Hashima, also known as a battleship island. You may have learned about it before if you've ever looked on any of these top 10 creepiest places in the world type things, or explored any kind of abandoned type areas around the world that are supposed to be super haunted or creepy. This is an old coal mining factory island in which apartments were built for only the coal miners that work there to also live there as well. And it has been abandoned for quite a long time at this point, and there's only 160 days out of the year in which you can visit this island and go on tour there and explore it, because otherwise inclement weather and ocean conditions don't let you get over there. We are planning a trip for November 22nd to 24th. It's going to cost probably each of us around 2,500, which is like the equivalent to 250 American dollars, or 250,000 yen. I think I've done that number correctly. Let's see, 25000. There we go. I'm not that good with translating money in my mind. Anyway, that's how much you would need to go along on this trip, and that would include a trip from Osaka out to Nagasaki, where we take a port, the boat there, out to the island. It would also include return trip, the hotel, and the tour. It would probably be best if you brought another 5,000 yen for food for yourself. I think the hotel provides a little bit of food, but no one there is going to buy any food for you. You're on your own for getting supplies and everything. We are going there to shoot a documentary. That is our main goal. So if you're coming along, be ready to be part of a pretty serious group, and you may even be asked to help. If that's not your thing, if photography or filming is not your thing, this might not be the trip for you, because it's not really something where we're going to check out the local nightlife and hit up some bars or anything like that. We're going to be pretty focused on getting as much film and material as we can and putting it up on computers, saving it on hard drives, and chomping away at all different types of editing and filling up all different types of information on this place. It's supposed to be haunted. It's supposed to be a paranormal hub of activity. Whether or not it really is completely left up to theorists and people who are all sorts of ghost hunters. We're not there to try and hunt down any ghosts and yell at spirits in the dark and bully them with Ijiwaru comments. We're merely there to just record what we see and comment on the history of the place as well. I would probably be hosting the documentary and just giving people a little bit of background on the place. I'm not going to try and shout at spirits that aren't there or anything like that crazy. And we're going to stay within the guidelines of the tour of what we're allowed to do. We're not going to try and push the limits or the boundaries of anything, because we are on a predicted tour there. If you would be interested in going along and you live in the Sake area, we are still looking for 3 to 4 people who would be able to take a 9 to 10 hour car trip out to Nagasaki with us. We already have someone who's driving and has a car, and you would have to pay your own way. Obviously, we can't pay for you because there's no sort of altruism there that would allow us to do that. Unfortunately, I don't have any kind of budget that would let me hire a staff. And you might be asked to do some camera work. So, like I said again, if filming is not your passion, if making some sort of documentary or taking pictures is not your passion, then maybe it's not the trip for you. If you want to come along and get this whole package deal, please contact me. But please know that this is a pretty serious trip, and that you've got to be someone who can take long road trips, that can take dealing with the paranormal, with areas that might be pretty scary. Because let me tell you, this place, you might want to look at some pictures of Hashima Island. It's like Silent Hill. Okay, so you've got to be able to have a strong will, a strong heart, not be squeamish. We don't want anybody running and screaming while we're trying to film So if this is for you, go ahead and contact me, let me know, and we may be adding you along to the trip. I just thought I'd make that big announcement so that you know what's coming up for future videos, and maybe you might be a person coming along. Until next time, I'm Unrested. This was JVLOG.